guys, time for your weekly Tarotscope for the week of June 24th to June 30th. Oh, wow, okay, well I didn't even cut them, but this one came flying out, so we'll just take it. Weird, because I wasn't even really shuffling for my final shuffling, but I guess it's already begun. Yeah, they're just flying out, aren't they? Lots of messages for the week. Okay. And I'll go through these and recap it once I have all the cards down in the full story. So I'm here down in my shop, Pop Shop, in the Pohoa Village Road Shopping Center. And our store's filling up fast. Very, very happy to be around all these beautiful creative objects. Does nothing but give me beautiful energy. Makes me happy, happy, happy. It's definitely become a place of grounding for me. Okay, so everybody, if you haven't been grounding this last couple of weeks, you better get to it, because at this point, with all the transits and the retrogrades going on, we need some kind of stability, a place to come from, instead of coming from that confused, aggressive state. But we are coming to a close. All the karmic contracts that have been in play are now ending, and we're finalizing our contracts and purging the last remaining bits. This is the beginning of new karmic soul contracts. Wow. Ugh, I've got goosebumps while I'm doing this, and no, I'm not cold. Oh, there we go. There's one card. Wondering what was going on. Maybe the spirits haven't had their coffee yet either. Okay, I lied, I have coffee. Almost didn't have any this morning, but I'm afraid I have issues with functioning correctly if I don't have my damn coffee. That one flips in the deck. This one here. Okay. Powering off. Ew. Oops. Had my speaker on earlier. I am not powering off. That is the speaker I'm using to hold up my camera here. Weird that it said that, because at that exact moment, because it kind of, oh, that's a lot. All right, well, we'll just take those and stop for a second, and if the universe wants me to take any additional cards, we will take them and shuffle. Okay. Any additional information? Wow. Like my hands need coffee. All right. So with this Taurus, Uranus and Taurus transit, there's been so much issues with technical stuff. It almost feels like Mercury in retrograde, but I'm having major issues with the solar system, major issues with my phone. Things are blanking out, not completing. I've had to restart my phone a number of times, and then once I restarted it, I'm getting like messages and notifications from like hours before that. So things, it's funny, it's like things are freezing. They're frozen in time, and they've got to reset. And after doing this week's horoscopes, I kind of feel like that's just a sign of the times. We are kind of frozen right now, and we're wanting to move forward, and we're getting all frustrated. But we're trying, we're attempting to move forward, and then what's happening is we're getting frozen, and we have to push the reset button. And that's kind of what it looks like right here as the story comes out. All right. So what we have here is right now, you're being represented by the Ten of Pentacles, financial abundance. There's abundance all around you. And it's not just financial. I see financial, which is money, business, relationships. And then I also see here that you've got some love. Okay, so you have love in abundance around you, and this could be coming from friends, family members, and your partners. It's just nurturing support. I also see here a little bit of issues going on in your mind still, and we are still fighting with ourselves in the attempt to live our truth. Okay, and then I also see some action here. Okay, you've got 4 major arcana cards. So the major arcana is the fact that almost half of these are major arcana leads me to believe that you're still there. There's still just a little bit of negativity that we have to purge, and that's right in line with the horoscope, before you can move into this next cycle of soul contracts. Okay, so you are definitely blessed with abundance. The universe is backing you up in terms of financials. Whatever you're needing is coming to you. Okay, and what's covering you is number 11 card of Justice, and this is basically a reckoning. Now, it came out reversed, so I want to say that either your reckoning hasn't completely come yet, and I think that after the horoscope, I believe it was Tuesday, that there was this huge shift, and there is going to be this huge shift and a completion of soul contracts and the starting of others, or steps leading up to others. So I think this is pretty much where we're at. You're at a spot right now where the reckoning hasn't begun. Okay, or you're not being truthful with yourself. In the Twin Flames reading, I had come across a word that had been used earlier in the day that could be the only word used to describe that situation, and it was enabling. There's definitely still some enabling here, and if we are not speaking up and we are still allowing other people to do things that doesn't match up with us, we are not speaking our truth. So this is telling me here that you're not completely living in your truth. There's still some things that has to be worked on. Okay, and what is helping or hindering you is the sun. You know that all is exactly as it should be. You're feeling good, you're feeling energetic, you feel like you're in a good spot, and all seems well. The future looks bright. Okay, your foundation. We have the 4 of Pentacles, which is know your worth. It should be in the foundation place, because this is what we've been working on, right? Knowing our true value, guarding your value. This also goes for your possessions as well. This also confirms that you're not saying anything, and that's where the enabling's coming in. You haven't quite gotten your complete reckoning. You haven't quite closed out the soul contracts yet, because you're not speaking up. Okay, there's still something that needs to be said. Okay, so know your self-worth and express yourself. Express what is going on with you, and you have to do that in order to write it. Right. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the High Priestess, okay, number 2 card. And the High Priestess is intuitive, she's creative, she just knows stuff. She's able to feel and sense, not necessarily feel. She's able to sense the energy around her and determine exactly what that energy is, whether it comes from her, whether it belongs to someone else. But you got to the point where you can recognize when the energy especially if it was negative, you're recognizing that this is not your energy, okay? You are feeling other people's energy, and you're going to find, since Neptune went retrograde, that you're more intuitive, that especially like the water signs, especially Scorpios, we're becoming downright psychic. We can basically read minds. So you're going to start feeling that way, like you know what somebody's going to say before they say it, or you know what somebody's going to do before they do it. You just have this knowing, okay? And you're going to get to keep this for a while, because Neptune goes in retrograde for 5 months. So for the next 5 months, practice, so you can level up your intuition and your psychic powers, because the universe is supporting you right now. You've got a lot of support around you, and this is where you're headed. So practice and refine, okay? What's crowning you and what could be your possible outcome is the King of Pentacles. Now, this is a person who is financially stable, a father figure. It's somebody who's dynamic. Wow, I've been having problems saying that word. Someone who's dynamic, strong leader, strong father figure. Now, if you did nothing, this would be your probable outcome. You would be a strong leader, you'd be dynamic, and you would make swift decisions, acting in accordance to your situation. Now, what's in the new future is, oh boy, okay, so looking ahead. The Ten of Swords, this is ruin. Something extremely heartbreaking that you have to cope with. And now this is the card of, this is yet another card of being the victim or being the victor. Okay, you can get lost. You can really get lost in this, and this also has a lot to do with the Neptune transits. If Neptune retrograde, if you're not doing the work, you're going to be lost. You're going to be lost, and you're going to be confused, and it's going to be very painful, and it will break you. It will break you, ruin. This card says that you might need additional help, possibly professional help. So if this is getting all too much for you and relieving your burden on a friend or a family member is too much for you, then you might need to seek professional help. Okay, back to the reading. I apologize. I had somebody come into the store here, and we are open. I am open. We're not officially open, but when I'm here, we're open. Okay, I'm available for readings with the introductory price of $25. So if you'd like a reading, you can contact me either on my Facebook page or my horoscope and tarot page. It's under Universal Gray Shadow, and the gray is spelled Grey, and I'm doing introductory readings for $25. Okay, back to the reading. Okay, the card of ruin, possibly needing professional help if you cannot get over these emotional blocks. Okay, now I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, because up here in the extra cards, what I call the advice section, we also have the King of Hearts. Now, the King of Hearts is someone who gives great consideration. This person is also a controller of their emotions. They're capable of giving wise advice, and they're very, very loving. But with these two cards combined, the Ten of Swords and the King of Hearts, King of Hearts, this tells me that there's an addiction issue here. Excuse me, possible alcoholic or some kind of drugs that they just cannot put down, that they need professional help for. This seems to be the biggest block. What a huge block to conquer too. Once you can conquer that, everything else will come. Okay, your awakening will come after that. So if you do have a problem and you recognize it and you want to do something about it, I applaud you. This would be the best time to get moving on help for whatever your deep core wound is. Okay, and remember, Chiron is still in Aries right now, so we are motivated to heal our core wounds. Okay, all those paradigms not matching up with your current reality that's creating this unhappiness. Okay, so in your environment, what's all around you is the Magician. There are a lot of people that are moving on up and paying their karmic debt, going into their new cycle, being enlightened and awakened. They are manifesting some shit, okay? So there is manifesting energy all around you. You're completely capable of it. Even right now, you're beginning to manifest, but watch when you clear up these blocks. There will be nothing that you cannot make happen, okay? So definitely a lot of people are trying to make things happen right now. They're trying to make their relationships happen, make their finances happen, make their businesses happen. They are just all about forward movement and the beginnings of successful new situations. Okay, this right now, this is the Queen of Wands, and she's an inspirational being. Right now, because you're still having doubts within yourself, you are not feeling very inspirational, but you are an inspiration because you're fighting and you're dealing and you are surrendering and you are recognizing. Okay, so if you're not feeling very inspirational to other people, don't worry about other people. Move to inspire yourself. Okay, and when you take care of yourself in that way, you will inspire others. Okay, that's just how it goes. Okay, now in the hopes and fears position, we have the Princess of Wands. She's impulsive, so watch your impulsivity. Always think things through. Do not act. Do not jump. Think about it first. Okay? Think about it, because if you come at something the wrong way, you may regret it. You may end up having to go backwards and resetting, just like we're doing right now. Okay? So try to curb that impulsivity, especially in this next week, while we still have Neptune in retrograde and we have Mars going into retrograde. Okay? The aggressiveness, the short temper, and the ego. Okay? Drop it. So the final outcome right now is, wow, you're at a crossroads. Either you haven't come to that crossroads yet because the reckoning has not come. Your karmic contract is not complete. You're at a crossroads and things are not changing yet. You want it, but you're not there yet somehow. Yeah, this is change. A change will be forthcoming, but it is stalled for some reason. It is slowed down. And the three cards that I pulled extra, we have the Three of Hearts, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Hearts. Now, I've already explained the King of Hearts with you, and in combination with the Ten of Swords, this is an addiction that needs professional help, okay? The Eight of Swords is indecision. That goes right along with this final outcome of change not being forthcoming. It's also because of the Neptune transit and that whole confusion and illusion thing. You're not sure what to do because you're stuck for so long. It seems like the options have disappeared, but they're not. They're still there, but you still have something else that has to be finished, okay? The Three of Hearts, you must face every day with joy and enthusiasm, okay? This is also a social card. So when you're finding you doubt yourself, look to your family and friends and the people that love you, and you will find something to celebrate, okay? This tells me that we need to remember to live in gratitude and be thankful for everything that we have, because there's so much people losing everything, their money, their families, their places of living, their jobs, their lives. And we all must remember to appreciate and be a decent human being. Treat somebody else as you would like to be treated. Before you start judging and totally reaming somebody in the ass, think twice. Is your slate clean? Do you have anything you need to admit to? Keep questioning, because there's this last little bits that you haven't discovered yet, but we will start discovering that next week. Okay? So that's your Tarotscope for the week, folks. Love you guys. See you next time.